Hey everyone, welcome. It is episode 12 of season 10 of Where's That Bar Card? I am one of your hosts, Nick Dury. Alongside me, as always, is
Daryl Gordon Purvis.
And Monty Scott, what a day for a ball game. Let's do this thing.
Let's
I
Play
can't.
2.
Let's play two. Let's play two. I'm sliding into home. Well, this one is. I'm gonna be sliding into. I'm just gonna crash into Daryl's knees for no reason. Not even a ball coming in.
Kicking it old school with the shirt, buddy. That's a
Well,
relic from like when this podcast
yeah.
started. My God.
Hey, listen. I want everybody to know that I still remember R. I still use R's. Need R's. I mean, big fan of R.
Mhm.
Uh, don't have any in my name. Not even no. You see, my name is completely
I would
abandoned
say
all R's.
Everyone,
Montgomery. I would say
Montgomery.
Montgomery would have an
Oh,
R for sure.
there's an R. Yeah, yeah, you found an R.
It wasn't that hard. It was hiding right in your first name.
It was, it was hiding in plain sight. The R. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. You say that without R? Yeah.
That's like me going, there's no R's in Daryl Gordon Purvis. None.
No, not an R. I can't find an R in there. I'm like, does this guy even deal with the alphabet? Not entirely. He's not. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not 100% cool with the alphabet. I don't mind words, but the alphabet freaks me out.
It's the binary part of it that really freaks you out.
I'm doing. I was telling these guys to the audience, everyone. I'm working on code now, so I might just start doing ones and twos. One one two 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 one, and that's you put it all together and you make your own computer program with it. Um, or it would be my own computer program. I'll be talking to like the aliens, or
You're
it could be possibly a recipe for a new form of life.
I would love to see your operating system that you
Mhm.
design. That would be fascinating.
Yeah, no R's in that operating system at all. I don't use any R's in the operating system.
There was some golf news that I wanted to bring up to you. If you will indulge me, I'm going to read you guys an article that was in, I don't usually read this paper, but the National Post today, I believe.
You're reading an entire article?
Yeah, it's not that long. Uh, PGA golfer accidentally drives into Canada, car surrounded by 8 border agents, freaking out. That's just the title.
Freaking out.
Freaking out.
Wow.
If you'll indulge. Uh, a PGA player driving to meet a fellow tour golfer for dinner ended up accidentally driving into Canada from Detroit earlier this week. On Tuesday evening, American golfer Michael Kim invited his South Korean counterpart, Siwoo Kim, and the article says no relation, which is interesting that they had to say no relation,
They also should have said no R's in
right,
Siwoo Kim.
exactly.
No
No
R's
R's in
in
Korea.
there's no R's in Kim. It
Yeah.
should have said also underneath suspected lovers.
Implied
Yeah,
lovers.
implied lovers.
Implied
No
lovers.
relation, but implied
Yeah.
lovers. Yeah.
Yeah, no relation, implied lovers.
Um, Michael Kim invited Siwoo Kim to, quote, a solid Korean barbecue restaurant, end quote, that he frequents when visiting Detroit. The two are in the city for this week's Rocket Classic at the Detroit Golf Club. Siwoo Kim, I put it into Google Maps. It's close to my hotel, like 1.5 miles. So I thought for sure that one. Siwoo told CBS Golf on Wednesday, a day after Michael shared the story on X. It wasn't. The restaurant Michael recommended was Debek Korean Barbecue, which is almost 20 miles northwest of downtown Detroit in the suburb of Southfield. Siwoo, however, obtained the directions to Debek Jib restaurant in downtown Windsor without a second look or his passport set off for his destination. And then I don't know why they had to include this. Debek translates into jackpot or big hit in Korean, but is also used as an exclamation like awesome or amazing. Again, thank you, National Post, for your amazing journalism.
Oh. Well, first of
Uh,
all, I'm gonna end everything I say with the Beck.
yeah.
And be like, yeah, you know what? Had a great podcast today, the Beck. And
You should say it like the old Saturday Night Live. Duh,
Yeah,
Beck.
back.
the Beck. But yeah,
Um,
yeah, you're right. That works better. Dubek.
you're
Uh,
telling me two, quote, foreigners,
Yeah.
end quote, are driving around the U.S. without their passports.
Yeah,
That
exactly. On the
blows my
border.
mind.
Yeah, I know.
wild.
Around the border. That's insane.
Buddy, Scotty Scheffler almost got deported by ICE, and he only made the wrong turn a couple times, and he was like, "I don't have my passport." Oh my God, they're sending Scotty to Turkmenistan. I'm like, I don't know if he is he from there. I'm like, I don't know. We're sending him there.
He's in a
Uh,
gulag. Yeah.
yeah, no one can spell Scheffler, and it's got no R's in it.
The article continues. Siwu says, I follow the instructions and somehow make a turn. It's a toll gate, like $9. I'm just reading this verbatim. Like $9 I had to pay to go through. I'm like, why is this so expensive? And then as soon as I get into the tunnel, oh, this is Canada. The world's number 18 ranked golfer recounted, referring to the tunnel between the Detroit River connecting the two cities. In Michael's telling, it was too late to turn back when Siwu realized his error, so he explained his case to U.S. border agents and was told not to worry because it happens all the time. Regardless, he sailed to go through the tunnel and talk to officials in Canada. On the Canadian side, Siwu was quote unquote freaking out, but did his best through nervous, broken English to explain that he's in Detroit for a golf tournament. He told Michael that as many as 8 Canadian Border Service Agency officers surrounded his car at one point. They searched his tournament courtesy car, asked him if he had any drugs or weapons, and eventually set him on his way. This is the most Canadian thing about this story. During their questioning, one of them asked him if he would win this Sunday, to which Siwu said he replied, if you let me through. The two eventually met for dinner 90 minutes later at the right Korean restaurant.
Wow.
That's it. That's the story.
Thank thank God this some bitch has a caddy because he might just shoot at the wrong hole like 3 or 4 times out of a game. Just like he's just shooting. I'm like, oh my God, he shot it right into the news crew. Why? Why? He gets
he's on
turned
a
around.
different he's on a different course. This makes no
God, he didn't
sense.
even. He shot it
Still,
right into the clubhouse.
still a better driver than Tiger.
True. That's
Oh yeah,
quite
true.
accurate. Yeah. That's very
Tiger
true.
Got
be
there
asking.
safely at least.
Yeah.
He'd be driving back. He'd be like, "Is this Norway? I'm trying to find Ellen again, or whatever the hell her name is. Where's Ellen? Ellen!" They'd be like, "You're at the Canadian border, bro."
Anyway, that was enough for a story in the National Post newspaper today. I thought I would
Good
raise it
story
on
though.
our good. Yeah, not
That's
bad.
a lot of twists and turns.
A
I
lot.
first of all, I love the first that a Korean restaurant is named. What was it called?
Good
DeBro's.
back.
Dabek.
Zebek. I was like, well, that must be a German name. So it's German.
No, it's
Uh,
spelled Daebak, which sounds, I guess, Korean.
I guess. I haven't overheard enough Koreans, to be honest with you, to know. I get in there, I start eavesdropping, and I'll be like, all right, I got a
Right.
vibe for this.
Yeah. Last
But
week you were running with Egyptian kids and Spanish kids. Yeah, you've not yet run with the
no,
Koreans.
no, not a lot of Koreans around. Maybe they're trying to run away from you. They're fast. They don't just run with you. They're trying to get away. They're like, this guy is disquieting. How do I say disquieting in Korean?
Dabek.
Come back. uh, yeah, quite a
Well,
character. I mean, I
when
heard
we
that
go to
that can
that
happen to you.
when we go to that fancy simulator with all the Korean women screaming,
Ooh.
Monty, this is
Yeah,
your way to start to communicate
Yeah,
with them.
absolutely.
to back.
Yeah.
I'll just lean in the door when they're giggling about something. To back. I'm like, I don't know. He just comes. He's breaking the ice with a lot of Debek. He's a lot of surprise, a lot of exclamation marks, but subtle ones. Debek.
It reminds
Yeah.
me of a story of a Canadian comic. I won't say who it was, who had drugs in his car. This is before weed was legal, and accidentally drove to the Buffalo border. He was meant to go to the comedy club, and he took a wrong turn, and then he got to the border with drugs in his car, and then promptly like swerved and turned around and did a U-turn, and was like being followed by the cops and got to the comedy club in Niagara Falls and hid the drugs in the ceiling of the comedy club. And the police came and said, "We know who you are. What was going on?" And he was like, "No, nothing. I just made the wrong turn." And that was it.
Oh,
Well,
who was that?
it happens.
Uh, it was a Hamilton comedian, a very well-known
Oh,
Hamilton
so
comedian.
it was Manolis.
It was
Uh,
Monty.
Yeah, sometimes they'll scrutinize you at the border. My buddies went over years and years ago now, and my one buddy, he didn't even bring his ID. That's like the kind of like madcap tomfoolery. I think this was before 9/11. So
Okay.
I don't think, you didn't think so much of it going over the border. And they're like, "What do you mean you don't have, like, you have no idea?" And he's like, "No, he's just like, here I is." You know what I mean? Like, and they're like, "Okay." And they're like, "Okay, do you guys?" So they took him aside or whatever, and they're like, "Does anyone have a criminal record?" Or they're like, "Has anyone been arrested?" And they're like, "No, no, no." And then they come back with a thing, and they're like, "You've all been arrested." And they're like, "Well, I mean, yeah, but like you're talking, yeah, arrested, but like you're talking charged, or like we're talking about practice." There'd be people like, "Hey, what do you mean arrested? I mean, how are we supposed to keep track of how many times we've been arrested?" That's more of an internal. That's for internal use. Not how many times you've been arrested. Uh, what stands out is when you've been convicted of something. Is that So they were like, "Well, we misunderstood the question."
Should probably mention that Here I Is was your Korean friend.
Here I is held at the border. Here I is didn't bring his passport. I'm like, God damn. You know what? Rarely is any kind of American border control been praised in quite some time. But I'll say this: they let my friends in, and including my friend who had no form of identification on him.
I remember I was crossing the border once with a couple of friends. We were going down to Philadelphia to see a Roots concert. It was the Roots, but it was like a bunch of other acts, but the main feature was Public Enemy. So the Roots were going to back up Public Enemy, and they were going to play one of their albums from start to finish with the Roots as the backing band. So we got to the border, and it was me and two other white people in the car, and it was a very stern agent at the border, and he was asking what our business was, and I told him we're going down to see a concert, and he said, "What concert?" And I said, "Public Enemy," and he was like, "You like Public Enemy?" And I was like, "Yeah, I sure do." And he was like, "Prove it, prove it," and he made me rap a Public
Oh, we're
Enemy
gonna
song.
make you rap
He
right
made
now, or
me.
this story
I'm
didn't
gonna
happen.
do. I rapped a couple bars from I don't even know what song badly, and then he was just fucking with us the whole time. He had no issue whatsoever. But he like looked in the car at three white people. He's like, "You're going to see Public Enemy?" And I was like, "Yeah."
This is what I hate about
Yeah,
border guys.
boy.
This is what I hate about border guys. They got too much power, and when
It's
they have a
true.
sense of humor, they're the worst.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah,
100%.
yeah. They truly are. They truly are baffling. I But you could have come. Did he come with the clock? Did he come clock heavy?
No clock heavy. I was toning down my favorite Flav regalia.
No, that's freaking wild. I don't know. No, you're right. I think they're more dangerous when they have any degree of sense of humor. They're just like because you don't
Right.
Yeah,
even know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
that's just the England guys always joke around with me, and I'm always like, it's first of all, I've flown overnight, so I'm shitting. I'm like
Yeah,
no
right.
sleep, and
Yeah,
then they're
yeah.
like, okay, you have to make me laugh, or I'm not letting you cross the border, and you just start. I haven't slept. I just, no, it's the worst, and they always do it.
You know what? You always got to give them the "I banged your wife." Just straight up, write it down. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna tell my joke on a piece of paper and write it down. I'm like, "I banged your wife last night."
Read this once I get through. I'm on my way to bang your wife.
Yeah, listen, I don't know. Maybe the humor doesn't translate as over the border. They love it when you talk about banging wives in North America. Love it. Now, if you guys misunderstood, it's a lost in translation. I'll have to know to tone down some of my wife banging talk at the border. Yeah,
Uh,
they're a strange crew.
they
Yeah.
are. I started following Imee is now getting, I think because we talk about golf so much, Imee's getting golf feeds on our Instagram and stuff like that. And she recently sent me something. I actually started following the USGA, who puts out videos around rules. And they put out a video recently around a rule that I had no idea about. So I'm going to try to describe this. Look on the USGA's Instagram if you want to see a video of this. But if you so, Monty, I'm going to just talk about right-handed hitters. So, if you block one into the trees, okay, and your ball is behind a tree, and you cannot hit it right-handed, right? Like the tree is impacting the fact that you can't hit the ball. If you turn around left-handed and are going to try to hit it ball left-handed, and you're, let's say, standing on the cart path or standing on some sort of man-made thing, do you get relief from that?
That makes
If
sense.
you turn around and pretend to hit a ball with the wrong hand, all of the rules apply and you get full relief from that shot.
So all you have to do is pantomime shooting left.
Exactly.
That's can I'll talk about hitting all sorts of shit. I'll be backhanded trees. I'll be threatening to backhand trees.
This is why I wanted your take on this. I wanted to see how
Monty's going to
far
bring a yoga mat with him and try to stand on it every shot.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, well, someone's got to give me relief. Give me relief.
he's doing cat cow before every shot. It's his
Your Honor, I
pre-shot
can't hit this
routine.
left-handed. I'm standing on my soda stream.
How, how am I supposed to hit this, Your Honor? I can't get any grip on my soda stream. Give me relief. If I could only have some relief, I'd be able to hit this ball, but I have no relief. Yeah, that's amazing to me. Even as you said that, Nick, I was like, you were like following the USGA, and I was like, I'm gonna block them. But then, but then, if they're giving me helpful hints to
Well,
to
this is
to
it,
do
buddy.
more shenanigans,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
What about if I say that I'll hit left-handed like right off the tee? Does that help me? Should I say I want relief after that? Like, yeah, well, I could have hit it left-handed. What about if I hit it left-handed? What about that? What about one-handed? I'll hit it one-handed.
I think you technically have to be standing on a man-made structure, though, Monty. You just can't be
Yes, that's
standing around
true.
yelling, "I'm going to stand left-handed."
Give me relief. Give me relief. And I'm like, I think he wants drugs.
He's hit four balls on this hole. Why is he asking for relief?
I don't know. The rules official's like, I gave him two Valiums and he seems a little bit more relaxed. I don't know what else he wants. The guy seems to need drugs.
Wouldn't it be wonderful to play a tournament with Monty, just hear him talk to the marshal and call
Oh
him
my
Your
God.
Honor?
Oh,
Your
that
Your
Honor.
would
Honor,
be
please,
Your Honor.
please. Your worship. I'm sorry. If you could have a moment. If you could give me a moment.
Isn't that
Just
amazing?
Yeah.
For a man who starts off every third sentence with Your Honor, no one's tried harder to get out of jury duty than Monty Scott.
no, I haven't
One
tried.
chance he has to use the term,
Yeah.
he's like, no, no.
I don't think but as a jury member, I don't think you're supposed to talk to the judge. But Your Honor, please, Your Honor, I'm like, would somebody shut this fucking guy up? I'm like, Your Honor, I'm like, they're in the middle of the goddamn deposition.
I've been waiting
Your
for
Honor,
this
I
my
need
whole life.
relief. Your Honor.
I'm gonna piss my pants, Your Honor, please.
I need relief, Your Honor.
I'll be I'll be the only jury member possibly detained for any period of time. I've actually to follow the defendant into some sort of holding cell situation. I'm like, I don't know. That jury member has been held by the authorities.
The only
Your Honor,
juror to ever be charged with contempt of court because he won't stop pestering the judge.
You can almost picture
Very
Monty
annoying.
making a sandwich in the jury box.
He brought in his taxes and asked for relief from the judge of this case. Your Honor, please, if you look at this line on my return here, like they're not your assistants. Your
Your
Honor,
Honor, the sodium levels in cold cut sandwiches are too high. I need your opinion.
I brought in my sodium count. I'm like, yeah, the sodium is. Uh, did you know about sodium, Your Honor? Your Honor, please. They won't. They won't tell us about the sodium, Your Honor.
Your Honor, could you come take a look at this blood pressure reading? This is majestic.
Yeah, Your Honor, please. I can't. Would everyone be quiet? I'm trying to take my blood pressure. Just you're raising my blood pressure, Your Honor. Please. I asked for the fucking other lawyer to be fucking sanctioned. Your Honor, please. He's increasing my blood pressure. For Christ's sake, Your Honor. Yeah, no, it sounds like it'll be a fun time. I want to go. Listen, I am so down. But I'm precious. Well, that's what my buddy was saying as well. My buddy Andy was always like, he's like, I went there, but I told them I was like, I'm not going to convict anyone of anything. And they're like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't care what they've done. I won't, I won't convict them. And I think they were like, I don't think we could use you. And I'm like, yeah, but well, your choice.
Oh boy.
Well, it sounds like a fun time all around. But I had to make sure that the golf trip wasn't mucked up by the jury duty.
Yes,
Now,
of course. Yeah.
if it pleases the court, you're welcome to book me at another time when when I'm available. It's no problem. I mean, I'm
Absolutely.
available more than you'd think. So so give me a try. I'll come out. I don't care.
Right.
What else am I doing? I'll check this out.
Give me a try.
Give me a try. I'll come out. I'll judge some people.
Put me
In
in,
fact,
coach. Yeah.
I'll speed judge if you want. I can do 3, 4 trials at a time. You just you get me linked up on on Zoom or whatever. Or yeah, even if you have just give me a feed into a whole bunch of different trials. Hook me up with enough headphones, and I'm like, I'll be working it. I'll work it like a maestro.
A
I'm
jury
like,
of
this
one.
guy's guilty. He's innocent.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. Yeah, no, I'm game.
Okay.
I'm willing to play ball.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Put me in, coach.
Oh yeah.
Any golf related news, stories, Daryl? What's happening at the course?
I feel like there was a story this week, but I can't remember what it was. I should start writing these things down.
Hmm.
It'll come to my mind at some point. But
I
I haven't even touched it. Well, no, that's not true. We had a rain day the other day, so I 4 days putting, 4 hours putting one day.
Ooh, that's
Uh,
nice.
And this
This is gonna help.
this is the most annoying part. So I spent like literally 3 to 4 hours putting, and I'm
Yeah.
hitting my putts so nice. I'm like,
Hmm.
this is God, these putts. And then another guy that works there comes up and he's like, oh, you're really hitting a lot of nice putts. I can tell you've been practicing. And then he starts to deconstruct my putting, like everything about it. And then it just all fell apart. And like he
Oh,
literally
Jesus.
just like,
No.
hey, you take it back kind of odd, like you should be taking it back. And I'm like, why?
Oh boy.
And then it's gone. And I mean gone. Like,
Yeah, yeah, right. Oh my God.
Well, buddy, you should have come at him. I tell you, anytime you're thinking about anything, is it not the main thing you could do in life as a man, or I think as a woman? Just never think. Do not reflect on anything that you're doing at any time,
Right.
because that's where the trouble starts.
That's good. That's good advice, buddy. That's
You know,
yeah.
smart.
because I get in my head about my backswing, all of a
Yeah.
sudden, swallow my tongue collapse. Um, can't hit a ball nowhere with a tongue in your throat. You know what I mean? You're
Right.
finished.
Being
And
being the single juror on 5 simultaneous court proceedings.
yeah,
Yeah.
See, you're fine until you think, is this, should I be doing this? Can I give these people a proper trial? That's when you use that mental. That's when you go wrong. As soon as you're like,
Right.
bam, bam, bam,
Yeah.
guilty, innocent, guilty, guilty. As soon as you reflect that, because you could nail that, but as soon as you reflect on it, I don't
Yeah.
know. Did I really give enough careful consideration? You're finished. Now you fucked it.
Monty's going to clear up the backlog in the court system by
I
himself.
know.
Oh yeah,
It's insane.
bam, bam. Uh, I'll tell you what happened to me over this past week. Our friend Mark DeBonis bought some
Uh-huh.
clubs because he was
Yes.
using I'm gonna say like a cutlery set made by McGregor in the 1970s.
He was
It was
using
it was
like
a
these insane blade set from the 1970s, like the hardest possible clubs you could ever hit.
yeah, just insane. Did we golf with the new ones, Daryl? Was it the three of
I've
us that
never
went?
golfed with the bonus.
He never. He has natural talent as a human doing things, but he's never golfed very much. Although he's played baseball, so I think like his swing's okay, but he's using these clubs, and so I he phoned me and he was looking at these Ping G20s, which are from 2011.
Yeah.
And
Isn't
it
that
was
an
at like
economic forum, the G20? That the right name?
I think it is the right name, but
No, I think you're right. The
al-
Ping G20s. I think you're right.
also maybe it was named after the economic forum. I mean, I don't know how you guys could be like, well, should we name it after uh what do you call it? Titleist had trouble once they named it, their clubs after El Nino. They made the El Ninos, and everyone was like, I don't even know. Isn't that a weather phenomenon? And they're like,
The tailor-made Hurricane Katrinas. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
bad branding
yeah,
job.
Guys, my game went downhill when I bought those 911
yeah.
irons.
Tailor-made 911s, and we're like, Jesus Christ, I don't know if this is. Yeah, they're made out of fiberglass. You could bring them into airport security, no problem. Like they're undetectable. These clubs.
Let's also note, for the sake of this story, as noted by Nick Reynoldson when I heard this story in person, that Mark DeBonis was considering buying a new set of clubs and called Monty. That was his
Yeah,
first reach out was, I gotta call Monty to get his
yeah.
sage advice.
And you know what was even better is like he was so far up my alley because if you're talking, yeah, the models that came out this year, maybe I'm not the guy to call. You're talking 2011, I'm exactly the guy to call. There's nobody else you want on the line than me because I'm like, listen, what's going on here? I'm like, he's like, they're selling them for 400. I'm like, that sounds high for 2011. I don't like the looks of it for 2011. But then we looked it up and was like, it was a pretty good deal. And I was like, the pings, they don't go on sale very much. They hold their value, you know? That's what you can get good resale on those pings. You can use them another 8 years. You can still probably dump them off. I'm going to say 250. You're only going to depreciate a little bit with those clubs. So, that's what I was talking. That's what I was able to sell what do you call it? The Callaway OJ trial set that I had. They held their value. But bought those in '94. Came
Oh,
out
did you get the white Bronco putter?
Yeah.
with the white Bronco putter. The whole what do you call it? The Marcia Clark wedge. I had everything. The Alan Dershowitz fucking 9-iron. I had the whole set. Uh, it was yeah. So it was but like I say, you get the right club, they hold their value. So that's what I was telling the bonus, and then I just kept going deeper and deeper. And my wife had asked me because she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm still researching the bonus's clubs." And she's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "I don't know why. I don't know why. I can't stop now." Because I was in like, she's like, "You've been watching these videos for hours." The, the G20s. What are the G20s compared to whatever this club is from that
Right.
era? What are the G20s compared to the fucking OJ set? And just nonstop.
Compared to
And I'm
the
just watching.
Cleveland COVID-19s, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, watching them all. And I'm like, just keep sending them to bonus. And bonus is like, I think he's lost his mind. Like he sent me, 18 videos of these clubs. I'm like, you just a little food for thought. I have various things after food for thought, or this is encouraging. Just a little note underneath the new video.
Right.
This is daunting.
How do they compare to the Mizuno nuclear reactor meltdown irons?
The Fukushimas. Fukushimas. There won't. I tell you what, you hit these with there won't be a decent piece of fucking seaweed out there. You won't be able to eat seaweed for fucking years playing this thing. Just burning up the coast with these goddamn clubs, the Fukushimas. I tell you, it was an exciting time for me. I do like buying and selling things that were made in 2011.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Any listener who's considering buying a new set of clubs, just get in touch with Monty. He'll
Yeah.
do the research. He went deep, hours and hours of
Monty.
research on this for
Yeah,
the bonus. Amazing.
yeah, yeah. I was trying to make sure the man wasn't steered wrong because I mean, God knows if he gets burned on these, what's he going to go back to?
Right.
Like he's just going to rip a strip off an old car and start hitting that around the thing. I swear to God, the bonus looked at it the same as you'd look at beating somebody with a club. He's like, I don't know. There's no reason I can't beat somebody with this club, and that's the 1972 McGregor's.
Right.
Or he's like, why would I pay extra for this other club? Seems like I could cave in somebody's head with either one, just as effective. So I mean, I have to assume that's his thought process. I don't know, just hitting things with a club.
Right. Yeah.
And he's like, why am I going to be picky with this?
Well, you're a good friend for doing the work and putting the time in to do the research and reinforcing that he's on the right track.
It's labor of love.
Yes.
Glad to see the man wasn't steered wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing from here on in, but I was like, listen, buddy, they can bury you with these clubs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
You can possibly use these until 2062.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Approximately.
Are we in the 2000s? Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
I thought for a second we were in the 2100s, and I was like, I'm underselling us by a fucking 100 years. I'm like, no, okay, calm down. 2000, 20, and then you go from there.
Yeah.
Not a golf story, but a Korean story.
Oh,
Do you know by 2030, which Monty is soon,
yeah.
just to bring it back to you not knowing where we're at,
Oh no, thank you. Yeah, well,
the average life expectancy for a Korean woman is expected to rise to 90.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah,
Isn't that
Interesting.
insane?
Why specifically
yeah.
Korean?
I guess they're the healthiest people, I
Huh.
guess.
Interesting.
Women aren't far behind. I mean, I was going to say Korean women particularly disagreeable, so that's bad news. But um,
Okay, these are the views of Montgomery Scott,
Yeah.
not
generally bad.
necessarily of the
It's
podcast.
nice that we're distancing ourselves from that, but then we just went through a whole breakdown of tragedies.
Well, I mean, but a lot of women are what in Canada. What are they? 86?
I don't know if it's that high. Is it that high now?
It's pretty high. It's high. Women stick around. They bend, but they don't break.
They do. They really do. They're a lot tougher than men.
Yeah,
That's
no,
true.
yeah,
That's very
they're
true.
hanging around. They come back. They're like, okay, but they're not done yet.
Mm.
Well, how about men? Korean men? Where are they
I
going on
didn't
that?
see a number for that. I didn't
That
see.
would be hilarious if Korean men are going at 68 still. 1971 numbers. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. They smoke a lot. I don't know.
It's all that
A Korean
gambling.
woman will go through an average of at least two men in her life as far as marriage partners go. Yeah, because
Right.
the other ones just wear out. Uh,
Huh.
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, well, no, I'm kidding about Korean women. We're happy they're around longer, I guess.
That was a beautiful mea culpa. That was spectacular.
I'm kidding
That
around
was
with
reminiscent of the same speech
yeah.
you gave at the G20.
The often maligned, misunderstood speech I gave at the G20, where as an aside, I got too far into Korean women. I got too far up Korean women's asses, and the people got pissed. And I'm
Oh
like, hey,
God,
listen,
here we go. That's where it went wrong
Yeah.
when you said I got too far up Korean women's asses.
That's
I'm
it.
like, oh God, not again,
The
not
Sri
again.
Lankans were wringing their hands, worrying about whether you were going to target them next.
Oh, geez, this guy, like, look out. Don't look at him. Don't look at him.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, please. I just came here to give a financial summation of the G7, and now I got Korean women angry at me. What does this guy think his job is? Why is he do? Why does he keep doing this? Yeah, good questions. I mean, well, international politics is
That's it.
it's
Yeah, it's
dicey.
complicated. It's complex.
Yeah, it can get you into
Yeah,
trouble sometimes.
that's it. Yeah.
So,
Uh,
well, hey, big up to Korean women, and big up to
Stop. Let's just move on.
just
and
say
big up to
something
Ping.
about golf.
Yeah, and big up to Ping for putting together clubs that don't age. They hold their value pretty well.
That's it. Yeah.
Uh, is Ping a Korean company? Swear to God, I think they might be, or they're a Japanese company.
No, I think they're
Oh,
American.
it's American. Just because it
Really?
sounds Korean, it's not. Yeah.
No, I thought I saw a thing where they were in Asia that they were manufacturing them. I thought.
It's
Oh,
quite
I mean,
possible
that's
they're
quite likely,
manufactured there. It
yes.
makes sense.
Mm,
But it's American company.
American company.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Korean American.
No, no. I feel like
All
he
right.
was like
Okay.
German American. Can't
Yeah.
remember his name, but he had like a nice
Tungs,
chin
tungsten?
strap,
Or
chin strap beard. It was
yeah, right.
he looked very like he was Amish or something.
That's right.
Oh, I thought you were talking like a wrestler, like Butch Goring or something,
Yeah,
coming
it
out
looked
with
like
a
Butch Goring.
yeah.
that,
Okay.
that old style hockey helmet
Yeah,
made
or
in
like a
Korea.
wrestling helmet. Like, why does the CEO keep wearing a wrestling helmet? I don't understand. What is he going to tackle you? Yeah. Well. Okay. Well, listen. You know. What do you call it? My apologies if I made a couple mistakes. Ping. German American and
Yep.
chin strap.
That's it.
But either way, big up to them because they only put out a model every time they think of something new,
Yeah, right. That's what you learned in
as
your
opposed to every
research.
year. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or they're like, "Have we ever thought about hitting it right?" And then
yeah.
they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, let's get a new setup there." Or what about if we took the spin off? And somebody was like, "Oh God, damn, you're a genius."
That would be amazing if you were a consultant for like a research and development team.
Oh, I would love that. That would
That would
be
be
that would be
amazing.
nothing like consultant.
Yeah.
Tell you what, get me on the road, just burning up the streets with my roadster, just talking about
Yeah.
fixing the Ping's line of clubs with going 90 and a 40,
Yeah.
kids jumping out of the way.
Well,
It's
and
my
now
dream.
you know you can get relief from a tree, Monty, if you just turn around
That's
left-handed.
uh,
There you go.
God knows I turn around left-handed. That would be like just even pantomiming taking a swing with my clubs backwards is insane. It would be. I'd like to try it. Well, as you guys
Uh,
know, I'm trying to switch to full left-handed at a point, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to throw a decent fucking curveball. But we'll
right.
see.
Yeah. You worried about losing
I
the
might.
snap on that curve, that knuckle curve
Oh
that
yeah,
you have.
knuckle curve.
Yeah.
Problem was he keeps throwing the knuckle curve over the school. That was my problem half the time. I would throw one right down the pipe and then one right over the school, and then I'd be like, I'm trying to paint the corners, but like every other pitch is like over the school, and I'm like, well, why didn't he swing at this? And I was like, well, the other one was over the school. I didn't know if this one was going to be. It's important to have consistency trying to paint the corners, and that can be said for putting as well, because it's like what, people won't have very much sympathy for you if you're like, oh, you just lipped out, and
All
then
right.
he hit it 40 yards too far into a sand trap off the green.
Mm.
And they'll be like, yeah, but part of your problem was that,
Yeah, right.
not just the lip outs.
Well, I think that's it, Daryl. I think you need to go back to just not thinking about putting. I think you were on the right
Yeah,
track, and then someone put a bunch of shit in your head and
it's
fucked it all up.
amazing. It really is amazing golf how easily it can be fucked up.
Yep.
Uh, well, yeah, I haven't got it together this season at all.
No?
I've been No, not really. I mean, just on a case, like hold a whole basis.
Hmm.
And this was the year we thought you're going to be a scratch golfer, so
That's
you're
true.
running out of
That's
time
what you
here.
called. Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, no. I've not been that. Although, I mean, I don't know. We're gonna go off tomorrow. Let's see what the hell happens. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. You
That'll
know.
be fun.
Yeah, no, should be good. I mean, I've been I played on Monday, so maybe I'll have a little bit of semblance of consistency.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Put a round together.
here's a sad thing about golf right now is yesterday or the day before, I think someone told me that we are traditionally about the time golf ends every year. We're at the halfway point now for the
Oh,
season.
Jesus Christ.
We're
My
past the
God.
halfway point. We're on our way back down.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Yep.
You mean
Unless you're a
professionally
Korean
or
woman, then you have an extra few months to
you
keep
get a
playing.
couple more months. They get 2 months extra out of the year, each and every one of them.
It's a 14-month year for them.
They're 8 days a week, Korean
Yeah,
women. That's what they are.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it's simple as that. They get an extra day, and you're like, well, hey, why don't I get the extra day? I'm like, go, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? You don't get
I,
it. That's why.
I think I'm the only one on this podcast who has actually dated a Korean woman. Is that possible? Is that true? Is that a fact?
Yeah,
I
for
Have
don't
me.
think
either
I've
of
dated a
you
Korean
dated a
woman.
Korean
No.
woman?
Yeah.
I am reserving all statements about Korean women because I want this to be an okay podcast.
As someone who
Yeah.
has never been found attractive by a single Asian woman, I'm going to say, yeah, 100% chance I have not dated a Korean woman.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it got to be 80%. 80-90%. I don't think Korean. But I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
Don't speak Korean.
that's it. Well, thanks everybody for listening, for watching on YouTube. Thanks to Fortra. Go to fortra.com for some cool golf shit. Use the code NickDury for discounts. And we will not see you next week. We're going to take a week off. We've got a lot of things happening. We've got Bull Moose. We've got Monty's going to Alberta. Daryl's busy, so we might skip a week, but we will be back to conclude the remaining episodes of season 10 of Where's That Bar Card?
And we're gonna have a little something special for you next week. We're gonna take a
Yeah.
nice little pick out of our catalog and play it for you guys. And why don't you have a listen to that and stick that in your pipe and smoke it?
I don't
Why
know
are you
why
being threatening to them?
antagonistic to our lack of audience and Council Bluffs. That's
I can't help it. I feel most of my advertising has to be more. It goes threatening more.
it's like
Some
you
sort
get
of
thrown off
yeah
of so many juries. That's why, man. You got to ease
yeah.
up.
For some reason, I bring a more acrimonious tone than necessary for this. For this plug.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
May you have nothing but blue skies and warm breezes for the rest of this week, everybody. God bless you all.
That was what the long used to call the tradesman's entrance. Now, it doesn't count as the tradesman's entrance if it goes in the side, only if it goes in the back.
She can hit it, although it looks like it's strongly uphill, it's really